Greetings from Navarre, Florida.
Yep, we are in the Florida Panhandle, Navarre, Florida. Mike and Jen coming to you tonight from the Hideaway Camping Resort in Navarre, Florida. And we just thought it'd be kind of fun to show you some of the places and to spend some time in different campgrounds. Behind us over there is, you really can't see it much unless we kind of move off the side. Then you can see the blue water. That is Santa Rosa Sound. And then off on the other side of that little line you see, it's a little spit of sand, is the Gulf of Mexico. And it's hot here. The heat index has been way over 100 all day.
That's why I've stayed out of the sun.
We're under a magnolia tree, and I'll show you that. That's kind of a nice magnolia tree. And
nice.
There's a nice, isn't that a nice? See, we got a bunch of magnolia trees here. And this is a really nice little campground. Campground has been, it's kind of like an old Florida campground from maybe like in the 1940s. I think it was a campground even that far back. Has a new owner, and they are doing just a terrific job, just making this kind of a little retreat, really. Beautiful shade trees, magnolia trees everywhere. Bo is, I'll show you Bo, because everybody asks, where's Bo? Can you see Bo right there? Bo is looking out that way for a three-letter, for a black cat that he knows is there somewhere.
He saw it just a little bit ago.
You might hear him bark, and that will be Bo.
If you hear Bo bark, it's because I guess there are 3 cats that live here.
Yep, and Bo is anxiously awaiting to make their acquaintance. Could be ugly. So anyway, this is just a great campsite. New owner. They're doing a lot of renovations for it, but it's having the shade, and it's very peaceful here. And you're in a great area. There's some restaurants. We had dinner tonight with some friends just up the road in Navarre, and kind of mellow. There's not a lot of people here. It's just kind of before the Labor Day rush. A lot of snowbirds come here. We'll talk more about snowbird camping in our podcast on Wednesday. But tonight, first off, we want to announce some winners. We do these sweepstake contests, and they go for 2 weeks at a time. And we have had the one that just ended yesterday or today at midnight was for 2 of those Nimble pet monitors, which tell you the temperature inside your RV. We just used it for dinner. Bo stayed in the RV. We ran the air conditioner and the generator while we were in the restaurant. I was able to see that everything was cool. So we're giving away 2 of these, and you want to tell everybody the winners?
The winner is
2 of them, 2 winners.
BJ from Gadsden, Alabama, won the Waggle Pet Monitor 4G GPS.
That's the deluxe $399 version, I think. $299 version.
And then Joseph from Canal, Winchester, Ohio, won the Waggle Pet Monitor 4G Lite.
So both of them, we've sent you email, and you'll get instructions, and you'll get those. And we'll have a new sweepstakes, a really great one for you next week. And I'm really excited about next week, and we'll tell you more about that as we get closer. So that was a pretty good promotion, this Waggle, and they even were giving people a great discount.
Yeah, and it looks like the 50% off promotion, it's still available to people. So go to rvlifestyle.com/mywaggle and protect your pets.
Protect your pets. Great thing. Thank you, MyWaggle folks, for giving us that those 2 units to give away to our followers, and congratulations to the winners. We'll have a new sweepstakes, a new contest, even cooler prizes coming, or more cool prices. That's better.
More cool
prices coming next week. Right now, let's say hi to Phyllis Kerr, who joins us and gives us the lay of the land for tonight for answering your questions here. Hi, Phyllis.
Hi. First, I just want to say how nice it looks where you are. I wish I was there. It looks wonderful. I'd be in the water, though.
And actually, this place, there's a nice little beach there. And you can, I just got bit by a fly, though, on my ankle. And there's a dock. They're putting in a really nice fishing pier. And you can take dogs on the beach here. So that's really good.
Nice.
So,
I don't have a dog. but
Oh, well.
We'll
We'll,
have to
we'll
get
let
one.
you borrow one. We need a sitter. for
You know,
a while.
a dog comes with an RV.
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, when you
And
get
the
that
smaller
RV.
the RV, the bigger the dog.
Yep.
That's the rule.
Okay, well, I have to have room for my kayak and my folding electric bike, so
There you
we'll see
go.
about that. So
Are you
anyway,
bringing those, by the way, to our gathering in
I-
Mississippi in October?
I'm gonna try to get both of them in my car, my Altima.
You're
We'll
gonna put
see.
that children's kayak. She bought a kid's kayak.
Why
Are
not?
you gonna? You're not gonna put that in the Mississippi though.
Oh no, it's awesome. I think it's hysterical. But we'll see if both of them fit. If they both don't fit, I'm just going to bring the bike.
Awesome.
So a lot of people on YouTube right now have it all figured out. If you have a question, you type question all in caps and then type your question. Or if you have a comment, you can type comment and then make your comment. Lots of interesting comments coming up in just a minute. And if you're on Facebook, if you're watching from the Facebook group, head over to the Facebook page, because that way Facebook gives us your name and we'll see who it is when you're typing your question or your comments. And then Mike also likes to say that if I don't have my phone in front of me, but if you have your phone and you have a question and we don't get to it tonight, then take a video of yourself asking the question and send it to Mike and Jen. Mike and Jen at gmail.com, and then they will answer it on the podcast. So I think that's
Actually,
super cool
Mike
thing.
and Jen at RV Lifestyle.
Oh, excuse me. I'm such a
Yes.
Gmail girl. I'm sorry about that.
Yep.
Mike and Jen
Mike
at
and Jen
RVLifestyle.com.
at RVLifestyle.com. Send us if we don't get your questions, and we'll answer them this week in the podcast, or do our best
Good.
to do so. All right, Phyllis, we'll check in with you later. Thank you so
Okay, okay.
much
Bye.
for helping keep everything going and moving it and running through all the questions for us. And we should confess that if this immediately goes off the air, it's because the two of us sitting on this table, it's a bit precarious, and we had a near disaster when we were getting set up for this thing today, right?
Yes, we did. I'm very distracted.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's start with your questions. A comment from Bradley Olson, who said, I loved your latest mooch docking video, the one that went up yesterday.
Appreciate your honesty on the RV lifestyle, that it's not all a bed of roses. Hoping Bo will learn to roll in something that smells like roses, however.
If you have not seen that video, you just go to our YouTube channel. I don't know what he's doing now. He's digging something.
Oh, he found something to eat.
What has he got in his mouth?
Something he shouldn't have.
Oh, looks
I
like
might
a
have to
shrimp.
get up and take
No,
it
don't
away
get
from
up. The table will go over.
him. I don't want him eating
So,
that.
so Bradley, we do honest videos here. We don't stage anything. If Jennifer stands up right now, this whole picnic table is going to go over. Are you getting up? Wait a minute. Oh,
will.
gosh. Here we
Bo,
go.
don't eat that. Leave it.
Yeah.
Bo?
Okay, I
That
guess.
is, but he-
So this is that reality we're talking. Bo is eating something that
No,
he should. Yeah.
no, no, give it up.
Oh, dear. What is it? Oh, my gosh.
With a great big hook.
Look at this. This is the danger of an RV park. Oh, my gosh.
Fishing lure with a hook.
He was eating that.
Yeah, he was going to eat that.
Oh, my.
We've already been to the vet once this week.
Oh, my gosh. That's nothing to laugh at. Oh, my. At least he didn't swallow it. Gosh, that's good. Now makes me really nervous about what else is around that he might find. Anyway, Bradley, sometimes this is a little more real than it perhaps should be. And there's another example of it right there. And another challenge of traveling with the dog. Thank you for your comments. Jen's trying to get rid of that fishing lure and doing a sweep of the area. Ed Richards is not too far from us to the west in hot South Louisiana. And he said the moose docking was the best yet. Well, I don't know if it was the best yet. That was pretty scary just now. We don't stage these things. This is the challenges sometimes of traveling with the dog. We need a Bo vacation. We really do. Maybe we'll get one. I'm worried about you sitting down now. Hold on a minute. I gotta move forward. Okay. The Cornigays are saying hi to us from Nashville. Hi, Susan. This is a good. This is a bit precarious, this one, right?
It is.
All right. Hey, thank you, Road Trip Buddy. Look at that. Where did I see that? You gave us a $4.99 super chat. We appreciate that so much. Happy Sunday to you as well.
You know, if people can't take care of their hooks, they shouldn't be allowed to fish. I mean, that looked like a shrimp, and it smelled like fish because they had a fish hooked on it to lure something, like probably. But
Yeah.
Bo's a good hunter.
Yeah, that really has me a bit disconcerted there. So
Right.
Big Truck RV. Hey, thank you. $10. I just saw one of your videos. I just watched one of your walkthrough videos on a fifth wheel. It really did a great job. Big Truck RV. Check his channel out. He does a really super job. Thank you for the kind words and for watching us tonight. Just watched it yesterday, as a matter of fact. So small world. And thank you very much. Robin Ostermeyer.
Do you know where you'll be located at the Hershey RV show? Can't wait to see and talk with you two. We'll be walking all around.
I have no idea.
Now we've got a campsite.
We're camping at a KOA, some distance from Hershey, half-hour drive or so. We stayed there before, and it's a great spot. But I don't know where we'll be hanging out at the show.
We'll be everywhere.
We'll try and use Instagram to tell people where we'll be, and I'll post on our Facebook group. But we don't have a specific place in mind yet, and although we'll try and find something on a couple of days, much of the time, if you're at the show, you'll find us because we'll be walking around and probably trying to do videos. So look forward to meeting as many people as we can. But we'll find some place to meet at some place. I don't know where.
I'm now keeping an eye on Bo because I don't know what he's going to find here.
Yeah, that was scary. Hi, Bob Leach.
What would one expect to pay for a well-equipped leisure van?
Bob, you can price it out yourself. Just go to the leisure site and they've got a price your own van. But well-equipped.
What are you eating now? Oh.
He's got something else he's eating. Something. Don't wait. This is not okay. Maybe it isn't a good idea to do these things on location at RV parks. That could have been bad. Somebody could have stepped on that hook.
I know.
Man.
I'll give people the benefit of the doubt. Maybe chicken bones and things they put in the trash, and then some critter got them out.
I don't know.
Stop eating
everything. Maybe, yeah. So anyway, Bob, you can price it out yourself, but you're talking a well-equipped one. I don't know which model. The Unity, minimum of 150. The Wonder, 125, 130. I don't know. It depends on what well-equipped means to you. And you're going to have to wait 2 or 3 years to get it built because that's the reality of it. So I hope that helps. Dave, how's the AC keeping up with the heat? It did fine. Most of the time we're in our condo. We're down here. We have a condo, as you know. So we had it on at the restaurant. We have soft start up on our AC, which allows us to run it with little or no power. Well, I shouldn't say little power, but you can run it on house current, 20 amp house current. But we just ran it off the generator while we were out for the restaurant, and it did a good job. Dropped it down. It was 105 degrees in there before I turned it on, sitting in the sun, and it was down in low 70s when we got it going. So did great. Elaine Jenkins.
We'll let you take this one.
This is
keeping an eye on Bo.
She says, last spring I stayed at Trimble Park in Mount Dora, which is not far from Tavares. I have no idea where that is. Oh, in Florida, Tavares, Florida. Yeah. I also had full shade and a place to launch a kayak. I look forward to checking where you are. Yeah, this is a great kayaking place here with the sound. Santa Rosa Sound. There it is. If I move the camera, will kind of pick up a little bit of the blue. Nice area. Thank you, Elaine. It may be that you need to actually bow out of this one and remove the animal
and take care of my beef.
Yeah, because
this was a picnic table and people leave garbage.
I know, but somebody left a fishing hook, and there's one, there could be two. Great reminder for people when you get a campsite, really
do a sweep.
I mean, even if you don't have a dog, you wouldn't have wanted to step in that. So it's crazy. Cindy Bateman.
In one of your UP videos, you talked about buying gloves for the winter. Do you remember where to purchase these gloves?
Oh,
if you're talking about my rabbit fur gloves.
No, that was a gift. She's talking about, I think the buying gloves were the battery powered gloves that you tested. Yeah.
Just go online and look. There's all kinds of battery operated. Most of them don't work though.
You've done several reviews on them. You've tried at least 3 different pair. They're expensive. They're like a good pair is $100, and none of them worked.
Right.
None of them.
None of
So
them.
we just don't recommend
They
battery
might work
gloves.
once, and then that's it.
Yeah, they work once or twice, but that is it. So we don't recommend them. And if you're talking about the fancy fur ones, the rabbit fur, those are my gloves. My friend Jay gave them to me as a gift for something, and my wife appropriated them for herself. And
Yes.
And actually, they do a great job. Rabbit lined
wonderful.
gloves. They bought those at Bass Pro Shop, I think.
Many, many years ago. They
Yep.
probably don't make them anymore.
Yeah, they're real rabbit fur, so probably they don't do it at all now. Glenda Whitesell.
We have hot water on demand in our fifth wheel, which has a panel on the wall to turn the power to it on and set the temperature. Do you leave the power button on when you aren't using your unit of hot water for several weeks, or do you turn the power button off?
Well, I don't think we've left it on for several weeks at a time, the main power, because nothing's happening unless you turn it on the inside, and then the heater actually works. But just as a general rule, I wouldn't leave it on if I knew I wasn't going to be using it for several weeks. I would turn it off. There's no reason to leave it on. It's just another thing that could act up, so turn it off. But if you're at a campsite and you only turn it on, it was like I'll turn it on. Ours turns on right outside, and then we'll use the inside thermostat to turn it on. But we don't leave it on all the time because you hear it heat the tank.
Hot water, I turn it on like 30 seconds before I want hot water.
And then it's hot, just
It's
like
hot.
that. And then after we get done doing the dishes or taking a shower or whatever, we turn it off. So, but I'd turn the main power off if you're not going to use it for a couple of weeks. It just makes sense that way. Eric Phillips.
Does your wife ever drive? Yes. We are interested in a Class B, but concerned with having to break camp if we want to leave. But concerned with having having every time you want to go get something, run an errand, you have to pack everything up.
Takes all of about 5 minutes, Eric. It really does. Now, that's easy to say unless you have a bunch of chairs out and ground covering and the awning. Yeah, you do. That is a hassle.
Everything, pros and cons.
Yep. That's why a lot of people insist on always having a towable, or while they will have a fifth wheel towable or a trailer towable, or they'll have a larger motorhome, a Class C or up, that is capable of towing a car, so they don't have to pack everything up like that. But we have, in our 10 years, we have never towed a vehicle, and we've not had any problems. But
well, there's been a few times I would have liked to.
Yeah, I think increasingly we've found times that I don't want to have to pull everything in, and so that is a trade-off. You have the great maneuverability of a Class B, but then you are stuck. If you want to go someplace, you got to take it all down.
And it depends on when you go someplace. Do you stay there for a full week? If you stayed there for a week, I think you would want some means, a bicycle or something to get around.
E-bike, bring your e-bikes,
something so that you can get around.
But that's a good thing that you're going to have to.
Because once you settle in with your awning and your tarp and your chairs and a grill and all that stuff, it's hard.
Yeah. Yep. Raymond Teshke.
All right. I have seen there's a shortage of Mitsubishi, I can't say that very well, chassis. Is there any plans by LTV to switch the Unity model to the Ford chassis?
I don't know about the Mitsubishi, but there's shortage obviously in the Sprinter chassis, which the Unity's on, and there are now shortages in the Ford Transit chassis, which the Wonder is based on. So I have no idea, what their plans are. I mean, they're advertisers, and we drive one of their vehicles. I keep in touch with them about different stuff that's up, but I don't know of any plans. I would be absolutely amazed if they switched the Unity to the Ford chassis. I don't think they could really put that Unity on that Ford chassis. It's really built for the Sprinter chassis. So I don't think that would happen, but I don't work for them, so I don't know. Can't give you any more than that.
Don't know.
Donna Downey. Oh, now he sees a squirrel over there.
Oh, my goodness. How does that neighbor dog sees a squirrel, too?
Okay, on location live. And we want to again thank the folks here, by the way. If you wonder where we are, if you just tuned in, we are at the Hideaway Camping Retreat in Navarre, Florida. And behind us is Santa Rosa Sound. And right at that little line you see right on the other side of that, that's a little spit of sand. That's the start of the, well, that's actually a park, but the National Gulf Shores, National Seashores right up that way. It's a pretty neat area. But that's the Gulf of Mexico on the other side of that. Donna Downey.
Do you live stream the video version of the podcast? If so, what is the schedule? And hope you both are doing well. Always look forward to great content.
No, we don't live stream because we have so many different elements in the podcast. It would be very difficult to live stream it. So we record it, and then it airs. It goes out on both the audio and the video version every Wednesday morning. It's usually published about 6:30 in the morning. So every Wednesday, a new edition on the YouTube channel. And then we also embedded on the RV Lifestyle Travel blog, but we don't live stream the podcasts because we have different reports from everybody, and there's no way you could coordinate all of that and do it live. And this way, it's just the two of us and Bo, and Bo's enough of a challenge.
Yes, he is.
Jeff C.
Any plans to tour and record the New England area in the future?
In the future, yeah, we have done it before. We love New England, but nothing planned this year. I don't know about next because of the crazy times we're living in. We haven't even done a lot of discussion about what we're going to do next year yet. We still are looking forward to doing a lot of things this year, but not this year. We wouldn't be going. So, but maybe next. We love New England. It's a lovely ride.
And here we go. Hi, Mike and Jennifer. When you're leveling jacks, equalizers, raise your tires above ground. Do you also use blocks under the tires? Just got mine and didn't expect this. Elaine.
You know, that's one of the irritations that we have found too, particularly on this Wonder that is ours. This is our Wonder right here. Wonder, that's our Wonder. I got to say, after a year now, I would give those equalizer systems a B minus, maybe. There's just not as much room underneath there to get those jacks low enough without scraping on the bottom and still have enough clearance for it. We're okay with clearance, but too often I end up with those front wheels off the tire, off the ground, and the front tires. And we noticed just a couple weeks ago when we were in Kentucky, and we've noticed that before. The jacks kind of make a creaking noise, for a better description. How would you describe it?
It was a strange noise, and I
kind of
said to you.
And sometimes it'll actually move. It's like the hydraulics are slipping a little bit. We've had it back twice to equalizer to do some adjustments on it. One time I wrecked it myself, and they graciously fixed it. And the other time we had a jack that seemed to be sagging down a little bit, and they replaced that. But it's a big hassle to drive to Elkhart, Indiana. We're 250 miles from there from when we're in Michigan. They're great folks, love them all a lot, but I'm not real pleased with the results of those equalizers. I'm glad we have them, but too often it's a bit of a hassle, and we get those front wheels off the ground. They say, equalizer says, that it's not going to hurt the chassis. But what we do notice is that the jacks tend to, they hear a thump or something, and you'll actually feel it's like the hydraulics are being stressed. And in fact, it was so irritating the last time that it bothered Bo when he slept, that we actually took the jacks down and we were leveling off to sleep. But
if Bo's bothered, we're bothered.
So that's my assessment after a year of those. I'm still glad we have them, but I'm not 100% happy with them as we were on the Unity, which was on the Sprinter chassis. They were perfect there. Not so perfect on the Wonder. I hope, does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Okay. Deborah Ann.
I just put down a down payment on a Travato GL. It won't be until December. They're not going to be able to get it till December. I am so excited. I will be selling my 2002 Coleman pop-up. It will be hard to let it go. So many good memories with my children.
Yeah, but you're getting a new one. Travato's a great rig. I'm amazed that you can
get one.
Get one in less than
months.
4 months. That's awesome. That is awesome. So congratulations, Deborah Ann. Thank you for letting us know that. That's a great turnaround time. 4 months isn't bad at all. Diana Schaefer.
What are your recommendations for dispersed camping in Michigan besides Pigeon River State Forest?
Michigan has a gazillion national forests, state forests. They all have dispersed camping. My recommendation is get our UP travel book, our book about 7-day adventure guide to Michigan's UP. We list lots of places to camp. We list a number of places that are national forests or state forests, areas where you can do dispersed camping. Probably our favorite area besides Pigeon River, which is in the northern Lower Peninsula, just south of the Mackinac Bridge. Probably our favorite is all the dispersed camping places along the Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore, both state and federal land up in the Upper Peninsula, from Munising east along Lake Superior. And then, gosh, we love Porcupine Mountain. They've got they're not so much dispersed camping, but they're boondocking places in the Porcupine Mountain Wilderness area. There's several state forests around there that do dispersed camping or have primitive campsites that you'll be all alone with that are awesome. So give them all a try. Lots of places. Check out our UP 7-day adventure guide. Lots of stuff mentioned there. Pam Schultz.
When you're boondocking, can you use charcoal or propane to have a grilling ability? If not, how do you cook?
Well, we have propane on our burner inside the RV, and we carry a small propane grill with us, a Coleman grill that we use, and we use that when we're boondocking. All that. We don't use charcoal. It's just more stuff you got to carry around, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So, yeah, we have propane on it, so that's what we use. Gary Bauer.
Do you experience any wind noise from your skylight? We just picked our Wonder and have a lot of noise. We don't have any.
Yeah, I've never noticed any.
No.
Are you sure it's secured? It's locked in?
Something's not right.
Yeah, we've never noticed any, at least in a year that we've had ours. So
yeah,
I'd have that looked at, Gary.
It's
pretty tight. Bob Leach.
Where did you pitch when driving the Natchez Trace Parkway?
Pitch. I guess he means camp.
Yes, where did we camp?
Well, we did a 3-part video series and blogs as well on it, Bob, that we list maps and every place, but we stopped. We stayed one night at a state park near Tupelo. I forgot to get the name of it. We stayed one night on a reservoir, and then we stayed one night in one of the national park campgrounds. And I can't remember which one that was. Actually, I stayed 2 nights in national park campgrounds. There are 3 along the trace, and we stayed in 2. So if you want to check them, go to our YouTube channel, look at our videos on the Natchez Trace. We show you what they're all like. I just can't remember the names of them right now off the top of my head. Paul Ganelli.
What are you leaning towards for your next RV? What features would you like to have that you don't have now?
I like Paul's
seat
question.
Belts for more than 2 people.
More
seat belts.
Yeah.
Sleeping places, so that basically we can sleep 2 people. We would like to be able to sleep 3 or 4.
We want to bring along some grandkids.
Yep.
And
that's the most important thing.
For me,
quiet air conditioning unit.
A quieter air conditioning. We're going to go do a video on that Houghton air conditioning that many people have tested out. It's expensive, but it's super quiet, has soft start built into it. We'll show you something about that, and maybe not this week's podcast, but maybe the following week's. Really a neat air conditioner, but a quieter air conditioner. And a big thing for me is a little more room, dedicated workspace. So, but we're some time away from getting a new RV. We haven't even started to shop yet.
And I think you should say that we don't like putting up the table. Other people do, but we got a card table.
Oh yeah, well, actually it's not even a card table. It's a TV dinner tray.
Tray
remember those things?
Used to be called.
And
I
we
don't know what
ran
they're
into
called now.
another RVer at Holland Motor Company, and she actually gave us hers.
She had
And
two.
that isn't bad. I actually can just pull it right out. It stores easy, and
She bought
it's
it at
just
Meyer.
nice to having a place to put the computer and when I'm editing and stuff. But
It's so much easier than setting up the table.
But we talked about that. Normally we've got a new one about every year and a half, and it'd be time. But we're pretty happy with this.
And we don't have that many miles on this.
No, we've only got like 15,000 miles. This would be a great time to sell because we could probably sell it for more than we paid. But
That's true.
But we do like it. But then
then we'd have to go back to a tent.
Yeah. Then we gotta go. Okay, watch out the table. I'm gonna move.
You do not move.
I gotta move. My butt hurts.
Well,
They're sitting on this really old
live with
picnic
it.
table.
Live with it.
Okay.
Just think if I hadn't put a towel down.
Yeah. Live TV. Look at it, and I've got a mirror coming out of my ear. So looks like my ear. I can get it. Say, there we go. Look at my ear. Yeah. Oh, hey, I wanted to tell everybody we have to put this up. This campground. This is a great little campground. We'll put it on our map, but our group map has been so much fun, and there's the link down below right here if you want to check that out. It's free, and we've got a couple hundred spots now all around the country. We're sharing places, and other people are. It grabs photos, it shows you where they are, so when you're traveling along the lines of looking for a place to stay, just search by a camp. And we've got everything in there from restaurants to everything, and that's really fun. We have really enjoyed putting that up. So check our group map up if you haven't been there, and go shopping. I've got every time I wear this shirt, people say, "Where'd you get that shirt?" Small house, big yard. It's from this site right here, our merch site. Check it out. All sorts of stuff there. Jennifer's official sunglasses. We could sell those. Her movie star sunglasses.
My youngest son Jeff tried to tell me that these are totally out of date.
I
mean, I've had these for 30 years.
I know. I think they're really
I just keep getting different lenses.
It's a lovely ride with a comment.
Okay. I just traveled through Michigan from Madeline Island to in Wisconsin, where I just bought land for summering in my RV. As a result, I will be traveling across the UP and Lower Michigan often.
We know Madeline Island. That's an awesome place. I think it's on right up there, Lake Superior, if I'm not mistaken. So you're crossing the UP all the time. Well, you're going to fall in love with the UP too. It's a great area. So congratulations. What a great place to have a place. A lot more RVers are finding places that they're buying and just saying, you know what, I'm tired of fighting campgrounds and overcrowding until things settle down. I got my own spot that I know I can go to. It has a lot of appeal to it.
It does. And then you can invite some of your friends to join you wherever that spot is.
Yep.
That you can have your adventures when you want adventures, but you've got your go-to place.
And then, someday you may want to build a more permanent structure there. But more and more people are doing that. So they have a kind of a dedicated place that's theirs that they can go to. They own their own campsite. So we read about the place, the landings down in, I think they're having a big show next weekend where they're selling RV spots down there in Tennessee.
On Labor Day weekend? Or
I think it's the 28th of August, if I'm not mistaken. So that'd be Labor Day.
We're going through there.
We might be. Maybe we'll stop by and say hi to them all.
Maybe we will.
Hoodies.
Oh, there goes my hand.
Bo just went after the squirrel.
A squirrel just took off. I know better than to have the rope wrapped around my hand.
RV Lifestyle, that's the Great Lakes tour right there. There's another book on Michigan if you all have not traveled Michigan. That's one of our favorite epic tours where you follow the Great Lakes shoreline, not just in Michigan, but all throughout, I think, 7 different states. And it's a great tour. If you haven't checked that out, do so. It's an awesome place. Everybody loves to do these long tours, and they forget how awesome the Great Lakes are. I've used the word awesome 4 times there in one sentence, one paragraph. So that's pretty awesome, huh?
No.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I think we are about done with this because this table is going to go, and we're going to kind of cut this short. The place we're at, we'll put it on the map. It's the Hideaway Camping Retreat in Navarre, Florida. Put it on your radar whenever you're in the Panhandle. Really nice folks. You can get a spot like this right here on the water. And this is just, it's nice. It's peaceful under these magnolia trees.
There are, I believe, 54 sites here and then 14 camping sites, but they're going to be changing those camping sites and get some more permanent structures.
Yep. And they're rehabbing. Well, maybe I can show you this. See this, and I'll show you down. Can you see down there? There's a house. Does that show up? That blue house right down there, right there. This house. They are actually remodeling that, and that's going to be like a Airbnb house that you can rent. It's right on the water. And here's a quick look. There's not a lot of people here. It's fairly quiet. Nice.
Yeah, it is
spots.
remarkably quiet.
I mean, this spot right here, Crossman, has two spots. It's got two. Is that two spots? I guess it is two. That's 25.
Yeah, two different spots.
Yeah. And then there's a site here. And then if you have a dog like ours, there are squirrels that you.
There are squirrels everywhere.
He's chasing. He's very interested
He would
in those
like
squirrels.
to be let free to hunt.
Yep. So it's a crazy time. All right, listen, I want to thank everybody for I got to get the camera back. I want to thank everybody so much for being a part of the program with us tonight. We have had a few technical challenges, not the least was that fishing lure with a hook that Bo almost ate.
He was eating it.
Yeah, I saw it. Not good. That's not good. So thank you guys. Phyllis, what do we do? How do we do with a lot of questions tonight?
Fine. Not a lot of questions tonight, but that's okay. Next week they can bring them and we can do this again. Are we doing Ask Us Anything next week?
It's Labor Day weekend, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe we'll go the week after.
We'll make an announcement.
We'll make an announcement. I forgot all about that. I think that's probably not. So good catch. Good catch. Otherwise, we'd be talking to no one. All right, podcast coming up this week. We got lots of stuff to talk about. Thank you, Phyllis. We'll see you next week. Thanks to Chris Cowley, who's over there on YouTube, keeping everything going there. Thank you, Lord, for not letting my dog eat that fishing lure hook. And
let me get up first.
For giving me a sharp eyebrow. Are you going to get up first?
Uh-huh.
Oh, man. Okay.
It's going to be okay.
Oh, somebody says the week after next is Labor Day.
That's what I thought.
That's right. Yes, we will be here. The week after. We
will
will be here next week. And we'll try and find another spot to go to.
I can hardly wait.
Yeah, with a better picnic table. But, seriously, that fishing lure thing, if you just tuned in, don't know what we're talking about, look earlier in this video. That's a great example to all of you. When you get a campsite, just look carefully around.
And you have to be alert because where we are in Fort Walton Beach, there's a dog park right on the water, and there's a dog beach. And a little kid was running around without shoes on, and he got a hook in his foot. People were fishing where they're not supposed to fish.
That was going. Hey, today at the dog park, they told me there was an alligator out there. I don't believe it because alligators don't like salt water.
And a couple days ago, someone got married at the dog park. That was
with their dog as their witness.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Hey, you guys, thank you all so much for being a part of the program. It's always a highlight of our Sunday and weekend to kind of watch you all ask your questions and do our best. Please check out the podcast on YouTube and also we put it on the blog as well, rvlifestyle.com. So new content on the blog every single day. Check it out if you haven't been there lately. See y'all later on.
Happy trails.